I realized early on in my midwifery career that there was not an equitable way to become a student midwife. I found that a lot of the placements and the preceptorships were heavily problematic. There was an era of time where I think that many preceptorships were abusive, and I think a lot of that still prevails today in many different communities. The student population is seen as free labor. They do all the things that the midwife doesn't want to do. They also are like an auxiliary person in the practice that they don't have to pay for. And so a lot of that has driven my decisions to create living space here in the birth center for the students. So a student will apply to us for a placement, and not only do they get to come work with us, but they can live here free of charge. You know, we house them, we take care of them, we integrate them into the practice in a very wholesome way. Midwifery programs have changed dramatically over the last 30 years that I've been in practice. They've gone from any structured programs, except if you were a nurse midwife, to a very broad range of structured programs. And many of them now we have MEEC accreditation, which is an accrediting body for the programs that has an oversight that gives some good guidelines about what should be included in a midwifery program, so that we're turning out healthy, whole, holistic practitioners, but that have a good, firm foundation in science and midwifery care. And so to add to that, how the student structures their day-to-day living is really important. Are they integrated as a part of the team, or are they seen as a student? Are they able to use their hand-on skill and practice that on a day-to-day basis? Does the midwifery providers, do they share well? Do they give constructive feedback in a way that feels supportive rather than reprimanding? All this works into a culture difference, and I think our culture here at the birth center is a happy one. Students come and they feel like they're integrated appropriately, and that their concerns are heard, and that they can ask questions, and they can be vulnerable, and they can understand that if they're wrong or they don't know the answer to something, that they have a good basis for finding out what the information is, so that they grow as a human.